What's up, YouTube? I ain't put out a video in a while, man, but I talked to one of my neighbors a couple seconds ago. Had a real deep conversation with him, and it was well needed. Um, I was gonna wait on doing this, but honestly, it's almost like when you want to give God the glory, you really can't wait. At least I can't. You can't just hold back information. But out of the 140 subscribers that I do have on here, I want to treat that as if I'm on the level that I eventually want to be. So I want to constantly pour into people that would receive it and can use it. So as again I said, I wasn't going to do this because I still kind of felt some type of way, and I wanted to be real true. I don't know what I wanted to do, but I'm doing it now. So recently, within this past year, September the 17th, 2021, a company that I was with for 10 years, I was terminated. It was a wrongful termination, but it was a needed one, and it was an orchestrated one. And when I say orchestrated, from the man upstairs, God. And the reason why I say that is because it was some things going on that didn't necessarily like, wasn't getting put in the positions that I needed to be to grow. And I'm the type of person where I would call the office and say, I want to be the go-to person. I want, if somebody don't want to do something, put me in a position to do it. If somebody don't want to fix something, put me in a position to do it. I want to be the person that if something's not getting done or saying it can't be done or won't get done, call Treadwell. Because I understand if I do my job, the bag is coming. And it's coming at a fast pace and a healthy way. And ultimately, besides getting better and being a better person, we all working for the bag. That's what it boils down to. So anyway, I would say that I was a legit employee, hard-working employee, put in time, like no other. That's just me. That's just how I'm cut. So anyway, and you gotta, forgive me for my pauses because, like I said, I really was gonna wait on this, but I'm hoping that what I'm finna tell you, whoever it touches, I wanted to touch and move you in a way to where in this year you don't play no games. In this year you make the moves you need to make. In this year, whatever you're trying to chase and do or become, you do it with no hesitation. Remove all fear, remove all games, remove all distractions, and do what you need to do. So anyway, September 17th, 2021, I'm getting off a boat, and I was told from my port captain that you're gonna go to another boat and you're gonna you're gonna post somebody. It was a route that they didn't know. I knew it, so they was gonna put me in that gig until I was going back to my regular boat to do my 28-day tour or whatever. So anyway, I'm getting gas. I'm in Baton Rouge, and I get a phone call, and I'm told, Anthony, this is such and such. HR is on the phone, and because X, Y, and Z, this, that, and the third, we're gonna have to part ways with you. And it didn't sink in. I didn't interrupt, so I get in the car so I can really hear him. And we're gonna have to terminate you, and we wish you the best. And as I'm listening, it's really not registering because, like I said, I've been here 10 years, faithful 10 years, almost got a divorce, putting in 10 years, missing time out of my kid's life, putting in 10 years, trying to push this goal, this dream, this ambition, be all I can be and provide for my family, 10 years. In that moment, I realized, forgive me for my language, but I realized with the job that I gave 10 years to and the hard work, we don't give a fuck about your family. We don't give a fuck how you feed them. We don't give a fuck how your wife may feel, your baby girls may feel. We don't give a damn that you're trying to build a brand new home. We don't give a damn that we don't give a damn about nothing you're doing. But I respect that. It's all good. But like I said, all this was needed. So, just check out the story. So anyway, I said, okay. And I got off the phone with him. This is the spiritual maturity level that I've grown into. If I didn't endure anything before that moment, it would have been say what? We doing what? Oh no, this ain't going down like this. Let me come to the office. Let's straighten this out. There was no need for that. Immediately I said, God, I don't know what you're doing. You definitely shaking the nest, but have your way. Have your way. Because since October 25th, 2011 to September 17, 2021, you have never failed me. You have never forsaken me. You have never let me miss a beat. You have never let me be less than. You've always put me in a position to win, always be in a position to be all I can be. You never put me in a position to look anything than what I wanted to be, which is the best. So I said, have your way. I got in the car and it's still not registering. I called my wife and I told her, as a man, as a provider, as the leader, as the man she know me as, Mr. Go Hard to do it all, fix it all, can get it all. I gotta call her and tell her, the thing that allowed me to do those things, I done lost it. But see, that was the thing. That wasn't the source. God was the source. I had to say, babe, I done lost my job. She said, babe, stop playing. You always playing. I said, babe, I wish I was playing. She said, are you for real? I said, babe, I'm serious as hell. I just got off the phone with them and they terminated me. And the more I said it, that word terminated started to feel harder than ever, because I never thought that would be tied to my name, terminated. But she was just like, man. And I could hear, she trying to find ways to say this and say that, but I was still good because, like I said, the level that my faith is on, I'm like, God, you shaking the nest, but why we had to do it this way? But I wasn't like, oh shit, man, it's over. Man, I ain't gonna be nothing no more. Man, I'm finna lose this, I'm finna lose that. No, I still had a peace about me, because like I said, the word says, having done all, stand. And I've been standing. I've been faithful. And October 25th, 2011, my prayer to God was, I don't know how to get this train started. I don't know how to get it on track. But I said, if you get it on track for me and you get it started, I keep feeding the coals to that train and I won't stop. Hence, that's why I put that overtime in. That's why I do what I do. Because in my mind, me keeping my commitment keeps this train going. Me keeping my commitment shows appreciation. Me keeping my commitment, that speaks volume about my manhood. That speaks about my relationship that I'm trying to have with the man upstairs, that I keep this commitment, because without him, this door would not be open. Without him, I could not stand the test of everything that came along the way to get to this point. So I'm driving. I called a port captain that I normally deal with. Everybody's like, I think at this point they sent out the email and said, we're parting ways with Anthony. He is no longer part of this company. In the near future, please do not reach out to him to get on any vessel, this, that, and the third. So people that I would normally call, forwarded. People I call this person over here, forwarded. This person I called, he all scatterbrained. Oh, did you talk to such and such? I already know what's up, bro. I know you know. Let's not play these games. What you want me to do with the rental car? I'm like, am I driving it home? Am I gonna get a flight? Well, let me talk to such and such, see if we can get you a flight home. Never got a phone call. I felt in my spirit quickly that I wasn't gonna get no flight. So I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and book my own flight. I drove to New Orleans airport. I drove from Baton Rouge and I drove to New Orleans, and I bought my own flight. I went home, and I never heard anything from anybody else. There was one port captain. I'm not gonna say his name, but if he ever see this video, I appreciate you for reaching out. I appreciate you for sending me contacts, even though I didn't take advantage of them. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate you seeing about me. I appreciate you. I just appreciate you. And I got home. It's really not sinking in that this has happened. I'm looking at my wife. I'm looking at my baby girl. She got everything packed up in the house because we're finna move, you know? And this is all in the process of hearing you're terminated. So I'm sitting around, I'm like, man, like, what's going on? Like, God, I got all this stuff going on. Why now? Why at all? Why is this happening? I'm like, okay, have your way. Okay. So I called one of my buddies. I'm not gonna say your name, but I appreciate you for picking up. I appreciate you for connecting me with the next connect. So I called him. He made a phone call. The people called me. So like I said, I got terminated on Friday. That Tuesday I had another job. That Tuesday I stepped into a job making more money than what I was making where I just left, and they just gave us a $15 raise, and I still went somewhere else and made more money. Haven't been with the people 2 months yet. I done got another raise, more money than what I was making, and if I would have stayed, it would have been another 5 years before I got to where I'm at now if I stayed with them. I thank God for making that move. I thank God for answering my prayer when I was with the other company that terminated me, and not understanding all the ways that came with it, not understanding why I cannot move up, and I'm doing everything you asking me to do. Well, Anthony, for you to get to this, you got to do this. I go do it. Well, now you got to go do this. I go do it. Now you got to get this and obtain this. I go get it and I go obtain it. And I still didn't get there. But I said, God, until you move me, I'm not going to move, because I don't want to move out of emotion. Oh, man, they effing me over. I'm finna leave. I'm a true believer in the man upstairs. If you're allowing me to sit still, there's something I still got to learn. If you're allowing me to sit still, there's somebody that I still got to affect that's a part of this company. And if I leave, I may not be able to affect them. So even though I feel that I'm affected, I still need to be effective to whoever's here. So if you don't move me, or if you don't tell me to leave, I'm gonna stay right here in the midst of not liking it, in the midst of feeling like I'm feeling, in the midst of feeling like I'm being cheated. I'm gonna sit still. But I didn't know when he shook the nest, it was gonna be my shift into where I'm at now. I thank God. I thank God that he opened this door. I thank God that he answered my prayer. I thank God that he allowed me to still be a man, because when I thought about it, if God didn't open this door, what am I? Who am I? If he stripped away the very thing that makes you a man, what do you have to give? What do you have to offer? And if a man can't provide and do, you're not a man. That's the very core, besides everything else that you have to have. The very thing that makes you feel like you're somebody, that you can do something. He allowed me to regain quickly with 2 raises, and I thank him, because this train is still moving forward that I prayed about 10 years ago. If you get the train on the track, and if you get it started, I'm gonna keep feeding the coals. I had a small pit stop, but this train is still moving, and it's moving better, it's moving faster, and I thank him. There's been a lot of distraction along the way, but this train has still been moving, and I thank him. There's been a lot of people that have chose to get off the train, but the train is still moving, and I thank him. There's been a lot of people that have lied and said things and chose to be a certain way, but the train is still moving, and I thank him. I'm very thankful. So for whoever watching this, whoever take root to what this is, because I'm being vulnerable enough, because I want whoever looks at this to understand in 2022, Remove all fear. Have faith and move forward. Whatever your train is, keep feeding the coals to it and move forward. If your train is to relocate, pack your shit up and relocate. If your train is to build a business, find out what it's going to take and build that business. If your train is to stop doing anything that's hindering you from getting where you're going, get on that train and depart from everybody else that's going to encourage you to keep doing what you're doing, that's keeping you from where you at. Get away from distractions. Get away from people that don't love you enough to tell you you're fucking up. You need to be around those type of people. You need to be around somebody that's going to say, that's not the move you should be making. You should be doing this because that's better than you. If a person don't see better in you, that's because they don't want you to look better than them. If you're going to be around me in this video, I don't know none of y'all, but I want the best for you. I don't want to hate on nobody because it's a bad guy here for all of us. Jeff Bezos damn near a trillionaire, and somehow I'm still making over $200,000 a year. There's a bag for everybody, but you gotta grind, you gotta believe, and on this channel I'm not gonna preach anything else. I believe in God, so that's what I promote. So I'm not gonna say anything else. Get it how you want to get it, but I'm a living witness. I'm a living, walking vessel that if you take this route, you will succeed. You will be at peace and you will have grace. You're gonna go through trials and tribulations, but you're gonna make it. 2022, do your heart's desire. There's a quote that I read and I appreciate it. It says, your dreams don't have expiration dates, but your opportunities do. Don't play with your time. Life don't rewind because you just figured it out. Life don't pause because your mom and your dad went there. Life don't pause because you got bullied. Life don't pause because anything that happened to you. Now in the future, I'm gonna spill the tea on a few other things, but I want to gradually get to that because I don't want to be too vulnerable because I have to build to that level. But anybody that watches this channel, I want you to be successful. I want you to make it. I want you to go far. And if you can learn from me, learn from me. I've learned from a lot of people. You can save a life full of heartache learning from other people that have paid the price for wisdom. Learn from other people. You're going to go through your own shit, but don't go through your own shit and what somebody else that went through. Learn from their portion so you can carve out a path to get where you're going. Those are shortcuts. I always tell people that are wiser than you are a cheat sheet to life. Because see, they had to pay for that wisdom. They had to go through to get that type of wisdom. Anything learned in adversity is well learned. So they pay for that. So the knowledge that they're giving you is going to help you. And that's a cheat sheet to life. I hope that this does something for somebody. I hope that it reaches you and it touches you. And I want you to understand and believe God is real. That word is powerful. I ain't no, holy roller, I'm pretty sure you've heard me cussing this thing quite a few times, and that's just who I am. But I believe in that man upstairs wholeheartedly. If I didn't, I would not be where I'm at. This thing would look totally different. You ask anybody in my family, some of these folks still amazed to this day. How? When did this happen? When did this transformation happen? I've been able to do a lot of things. I've been able to accomplish a lot of things within a short period of time. Most people it take a lifetime, but I've been able to do it. But I really just locked in. I locked in and I stayed focused, and I had to understand I can't do what everybody else do and still make it. I can't do what everybody else do and be different. If I want different, I have to do different. And doing different means isolation. Doing different means everybody not rolling. Everybody not gonna understand. Everybody not gonna see. But you better see. People gonna see when you already sitting in the seat. People gonna see when you already built the table. People gonna see when the house has put its last brick in and you moving in. That's when they see. But during that process, understand who all didn't see and cannot contribute to where you're going and where you are. You can't allow those people to sit at the table. You can't allow those people to come in the house, because now there's an alternative motive. Please take something from this and grow within this new year. make something of it, and take from what I just told you that even if you get terminated, that still don't stop the show. The train can still move forward. But get your train on track and get it started.